Good morning, very good morning, my dear students. Today we start Unit 2, Energy Technology. That Unit of 2 is Conventional Energy. Conventional energy is nothing but we can use that energy, we cannot unable to renew that energy. The type of energy we call the conventional energy. Before going the subject, we will little bit discuss about the syllabus. Look at the syllabus, what is the conventional energy resources, and then only simple subject, because we here discuss only three type of conventional energy: thermal, hydel and nuclear reactors, thermal, hydel and nuclear power plant. How to combustion process taken, and then how to supply the fuel for the combustion discuss in this chapter. Today we discuss thermal power plant. What is the conventional energy? It is generally asking for 2 more questions. When we cannot reuse that source of energy after using it, that type of energy we call the conventional source or non-renewable energy. The energies include coal, petroleum, natural gases and nuclear energy. And then oil is most widely used source of energy. Oil is a petroleum product, and then the type of energy is mostly we can use that. Generally, coal and petroleum, natural gas produce or satisfy the commercial level of energy 90%. Hydroelectric and nuclear power plant only for 10%. That's why we more focusing on the renewable energy, because the coal, petroleum, natural gas are pure conventional energy. It formation of the type of energy, it will take more than 1 million years. Look at the diagram. Only for 13 countries to serve 60% of world energy, world oil energy resources, including the type of country Algeria, Ecuador, Gabon, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait. The type of energy exporting around the world. India also buying the product from the Iran. World energy production. Look at the production. Is oil is 36%. Iran, Iraq almost have around 10 to 12%. Coal. India also leading the coal production place. Canada is the first. India is the second, and then gas. Nuclear, solar, wind and hydroelectric is only for 9%. Remaining is 6%. India are focusing on renewable energy because the availability of coal day to day is decreasing. And then it is possible to ask you 2 more. What are the type of conventional energy resources? The coal, petroleum and natural gases. Fuel wood is generally used for the rural and village area. And then thermal power plant, nuclear energy, hydel energy. Last 3 we need to study in this subject. Coal is a most abundant conventional source of energy. The formation of coal remain a plant convert into first lignite. After that, it should be on the side. Lignite is nothing but the carbon content is only for 70 to 80%. On the side, the carbon content is more than 95%. It gives a lot of energy as compared than lignite. It involves long process to take to place very long period of time. It will be converted to natural resources to coal. It will be take long time period. Generally, what is the use of coal means we can use various purposes such as heating of house. It is used for the winter places, heating the house. We are using for cooking purpose. As a fuel for boiler, it will be generate the steam with the help of boiler. The steam, it should be converted electricity in the thermal power plant. It consists about 70% of the total commercial energy in our country. Petroleum and natural is combined with this formation of hydrocarbon like alkalines and cycloalkalines. Alkalines is nothing but the formation of bond is a linear. Cycloalkalines is a formation of bond is a circular. Later we will give some example. It's a crude from the black liquid is known as a petroleum. The crude oil is nothing but a black color. That's a petroleum. The formation of natural gas occur when the gases come into contact with the petroleum layer. This is a top side of petroleum layer. The formation of natural gas is occur. Natural gas mixture, yes, 50 to 90% of the methane, ethane, propane and butane and hydrogen sulfide. We can use the biogas. It is possible to produce a methane. Methane is one of the best natural gases. After getting the crude oil, it needs some refining process. Refining and purifying that crude petroleum, we can use the available part of petrol and diesel, lubricating oil, plastic, even though some cosmetic item we can getting from the petroleum products. Natural gas is also making significant contribution of household sector. We can use LPG, the type of natural gas we can use that. It is what is the advantage? It is have some few advantage. It is a less pollution as compared than other fossil fuel. As compared petrol, diesel, any kind of fossil fuel, the LPG produce less pollution. That's why Indians are focusing on using the LPG in their transportation. It is a few example: ethane, propane, butane. You look at the chain formation. The bond between the carbon here is a linear. Alkaline, generally the formation of carbon bond is a linear. Cycloalkaline, the formation of bond is on a circular form. It is a different. There is nothing different. The formation of bond is a linear for alkaline. The formation of bond in cycloalkaline is a circle format. There is know the difference between the single bond, double bond. Cycloalkaline have some double bond product also. It's a formation of how to form petroleum. But look at the ocean. Under the ocean, it have the many plant day to day. First diagram it have 3 to 400 million years ago. Today we can use first is form the natural resources. After they are forming some rocks layers, increasing the pressure about the natural resources should be converted petroleum product. Fuel wood generally we can use in villages area, rural people, the farming the food, cooking with the help of forest and plantation. The availability of such type of fuel become difficult to because we are fast rapid deforestation. So, to avoid that problem, we need to implant more planting the trees and degrade the forest land. It is a very essential for resource retain our resources. Next we see the thermal power plant. It is one of the major important topic for us. The power station, generally the power station burn large number of fossil fuel and the heat of the water to produce a steam which further turn the turbine to generate the electricity. It is a basic principle of thermal power plant that the transmission of electricity is more efficient than transporting coal or petroleum over same distance. Yes, it is true. We transport electricity with the help of cable is very easier. As we can use some transportation means we need additional cost expenditure to transport the type of product. So it is we need electricity. The formation of electricity is very easier. We can use coal. It is called thermal power plant because the fuel is burned, produce the heat energy which is converted into the electrical energy. In the main drawback, it is to handle the ash. Suppose we can produce 202 megawatt required, we need to the uses of coal around 2000 to 3000 ton of coal. It is possible to produce ash around 400 to 500 ton of ash. It is difficult to storage and removing, handling. It is a major problem. What is the use of ash? We can use nowadays to forming the bricks, and also it is used for medical applications more. But we need to require space to store the coal and ash in the thermal power plant. It requires lot of space requirement. It is a thermal power plant. Right, it's the black diagram. Before we are discussing about today, we understand the black diagram. It is a boiler. It is a boiler. Coal copper storing the coal that place is a pulverizer is for inject the coal is a very fine particle. Precipitator is nothing but remove the ash coming from the flue gases, and chimney it should be remove the send out the gases to the atmosphere. Ash copper carry out the ash bottom side of the boiler. Feed water pump is supply the water to the boiler, and then water storage it is produce adequate amount of water. Condenser should be convert steam into water. Turbine it is converted thermal energy into mechanical energy. Alternator or generator we know it should be converted mechanical energy to electrical energy. Cooling tower remove the heat from the condenser. Condenser should be produce the heat, it should be removed to atmosphere. First you can write the all component and then explain each and every component. It is possible. So boiler, what is a boiler? Boiler is nothing but it should be converted water into steam. Here we can water, it should be converted superheated steam. Superheated steam is temperature around 400 to 600 degrees Celsius. And then turbine, main component boiler, turbine, condenser, and then alternator. It is a 4 is a main component, other is a highly essential component. Turbine is converted thermal energy into mechanical energy. Alternator is converted mechanical to electrical energy. Condenser generally steam is have high pressure and as well as high temperature. Condenser should be convert the steam into water with the help of cooling tower. Next we go to the main component. Already we discussed about what are the component: boiler, turbine, condenser, alternator, cooling tower, feed water pump, feed water storage, coal hopper, pulverizer, ash hopper, preheater, chimney. It is all the main component of the thermal power plant. Preheater is with the help of gases we can heat the inlet air. It is called a preheater. It have 4 circuit. Okay. First one is a coal and ash circuit. Next one is a ash and a gas circuit, and then feed water and steam flow circuit, cooling water circuit. It have 4 circuit. We need to discuss all the 4 circuit. Coal generally is sized with the help of crusher and stored in the coal hopper. Coal enter to the boiler through pulverizer. Pulverizer is nothing but inject the coal with a high pressure. And then after combustion of the coal, it should be produced ash. The 20% of fall down the bottom side of the boiler should be carried the ash copper. Remaining ash should be separated by the ash precipitator and mechanical method to remove the type of ash. In the thermal power plant, the ash storage is a big problem to require more space. And then air and gas circuit. Air is coming from the atmosphere. We can send out the air boiler with the help of FD fan. FD fan is a force draft fan. It should be increase the velocity of force to enter the boiler. And then the air through the free heater with the help of external air heated by the exhaust gas or a flue gas sent out by the boiler. With the help of that heat, we can utilize. Air is free heated and then by the flue gas by the free heater. The free heated air is supplied to the furnace to aid of the combustion fuel. After combustion of fuel, the flue gas formation. During the combustion of fuel, the gases are formed, and then the flue gases from the furnace pass over the boiler tube and the superheater. Then the flue gas pass to the economizer. Economizer is nothing but heat the feed water. We can use dual purpose of the flue gases. After passing, there should be dust collector. After that, it should be send out the atmosphere. Feed water and steam flow. Here is a main purpose of feed water. We can use to convert the steam. Water is preheated by the flue gas in the economizer. Yes, and then the preheated water is supplied to the boiler drum. Heat is transferred to the water with the help of burning process done with the coal is burned. The combustion process the heat is transferred to the water. During this, water is converted to the superheated steam. The steam is raised in the boiler and is passed through the superheated steam. It is a main purpose. We can use the superheated steam to convert the mechanical energy. The superheated by the flue gases. The turbine drives the generator to produce the electrical power. We can supply the flue gases to the turbine. It should be converted mechanical energy. The expanded steam is passed through the condenser. The condenser steam is condensed into the water. Again, this should be recirculated. It is possible losses we can add with the help of water storage. And then cooling water circuit. The exhaust steam from the turbine is condensed into the condenser. The condenser always carrying the heat. Steam is condensed by the losing the latent heat to this circulating the cooling water. It is the main purpose. We can use the condenser. The condenser is cold water gets heated. The hot water is taken to the cooling tower. Yes. Is a main purpose. The cooling tower, the water is sprayed in the form of droplet through the nozzle in the cooling tower side. It is also lost the heat to the atmosphere. The atmosphere air enters the cooling tower. It or opening top side and then bottom side. The cooling water again circulated through the pump and the condenser. Cooling fan. Some water is possible loss during the water circulation. It will be compensated with the help of water storage. Here energy conversion. First, the chemical energy of fuel and coal should be converted heat energy with the help of boiler, and then boiler heat energy is converted mechanical energy. There is a thermal energy. Boilers produce thermal energy. It should be converted mechanical energy in turbine. The mechanical energy should be converted electrical energy with the help of generator. It is a working principle of thermal power plant. The coal is burned in the furnace of the boiler when the hot flue gases flow over the boiler tube, and water is converted to superheated in the steam stub. It's not a typical error, it's a steam in the boiler. Pressure and temperature increase in the boiler because the combustion taking inside the boiler. High pressure superheated steam passing through the turbine, then the thermal energy is converted to the mechanical energy. The generator converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. The steam coming out of the turbine passes through the condenser. It's a highly one of the notable point. The converted steam to water with the help of cooling water circulation from the cooling tower. The water again feed to the boiler with the help of boiler feed pump. Once the cycle completed, it should be again and again repeated. It is possible again, but we can go to the diagram. It is, I can repeat the working principle. Boiler with the help of combustion process, the water should be converted. Steam is a superheated steam, is nothing but a heat energy. It is going to the turbine, it should be converted mechanical energy, and it is going to the alternator, should be converted electrical energy. Condenser condense the steam to the water. It is highly advantage. It is life is more as compared to diesel power plant. Initial cost is less as compared to nuclear power plant.